Hey everyone, it's Bobby. I am back with another Halloween treat bag tutorial. I just wanted to share with you really quick before I put these in the mail. Over the weekend I mass made 10 treat bags for a subscriber who has, she needed 10. She doesn't have any Halloween paper, and due to health constraints she can't get out to buy any. If she orders it, that would be another situation. However, with her health, she isn't really able to stand up or even craft long enough to create a number of these, and she needed 10 for her little grandkids. So I offered to make them for her, and I want to get them in the mail pretty quick so she's got time to get them all filled up and distributed out to the kids. So I just put one together completely to show you. The rest of them I'm going to ship flat. She does have adhesive, so all she has to do is close up the bottom like this, add her candy, and they're ready to go. So that'll make shipping a little bit cheaper since I've only got one put together. I can get them in a real small box. So what I created was these little boxes, and instead of putting a magnet in them this time, I used a little binder clip and a topper. So it just comes off like this. I added a little bat up here at the top, and it opens this way. It's got a little pinch pleat at the top, and I've got 7 candies in there, 7 or 8. So it holds quite a bit for such a little box. Then you just put your little topper on it. I didn't use magnets or any kind of ribbons or strings because her kids are all pretty small, and as we all know, little ones put everything in their mouth. So once they get them, Mama can take the binder clip away and let them have their candy. But that'll keep them all intact till she gets them distributed. So there's the first one. I had used a bunch of dies from my stash for the bat, the boo, and this little frame here. I did put a piece of acetate in there and cut it oval. I found this little witch free online, and I just printed her out. And I just used the design paper for the construction so that my design goes all the way around. And I thought they turned out so cute. So there's the one that's put together, and you can see they stand up real nice. Here's one done in purples, and these are all made using Tamara's 2 Halloween collections. Let me see, they are called, I'll have to type the names in the description box because as memory serves me not well. But this is all she'll have to do, is just elevate them. Oh, and I wanted to show you inside each one of them I put a little ghost, so when they take their candy out there's a ghost in there peeking out at them, and it says boo. I thought that was so cute. But all she has to do is fold in the tabs, the bottom flaps, and she's ready to go. And then I put 2 little pinch pleats here at the top so that she could pinch it together and add the topper. That's all she needs to do. So she said that was no problem for her. So this one is all in purples. And one of the papers is called Midnight Ride. And I can't think of the name of the other one, but I'll put it in the description box. So there's that one. Here's this one in blacks and yellows with the green background. It's got the witch on the broom. Aren't those pretty? The third one. And I put a witch on each of them. The papers are so pretty. This one is really wild. Yellow, purple, and green. Look at the spider. Isn't that cool? On the big branch. I tried to cut them so that you could see all the beautiful paper. I love this blue color with all the bats and moons on it. That one. And there's this one with all the spider paper. Let's see if you can see since this one's a brighter color. Yeah, see the ghost in there? Isn't that cute? And I did make a quick tutorial on this. They're really quick to make. I made all the boxes, and all my pieces cut out. One one afternoon, and then the next morning when I got up I put them all together and they're ready to go. I mean, they were really quick. So this one is got the pumpkins. These papers are just gorgeous. And there's the last one. Got bats and the haunted house on the back. So they turned out pretty sharp, I think. I'm really happy with them. So I'm going to get them in the mail to her so she can fill them up and give them out to her little ones. Alright, thanks for watching. If you're interested in making one, stay tuned for the quick tutorial. It'll show you how to construct the box and to put the window in it, and then you can decorate it to your liking. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Okay guys, for these little candy bags, these are bags instead of boxes like the first one. I have a piece that is 6 by 10, so you can get 2 of these out of one sheet of your design paper. So with the 10" at the top, we're going to score it 3 3/4. Let me check my, yes. I've got to make sure. I've got so many things going on here this morning to make sure I don't give you the wrong information. 3 3/4, 4 3/4, then 8 1/2, 9 1/2, whoops, 9 1/2, I have one bad mark there, but it'll be okay, it'll be covered up. Then we're going to score with the 6" at the top at 1. And there is going to be 2 more score marks, but I want to get through all of these. Actually, I'll show you on this one because it's a lighter color and I think you can see it better. So 3 3/4, 4 3/4, getting the right place here, 8 1/2, and 9 1/2. Now if you'll take a ruler and put it just below the 1 inch, maybe like 1 1/2 or thereabouts, and just line it up straight with the side. Then where you've got this 3 3/4 and 4 3/4, right in the middle of it at 4 1/4, you want to score down to your ruler. And the same thing between the 8 1/2 and 9 1/2. So at the 9 we want to score down, and this is just going to give us the little pleat for the inside gusset part of the bag. So let me backtrack to these 2, and I'll put those actually 3. I'll put these score lines in, and that just helps you have a neater fold. You don't have to do it, but I feel like it gives you a straighter line. Okay, so 4 1/4 and 9, just down about to the ruler. So 4 1/4 and 9. It doesn't have to be down very far. It just helps your top line up a little bit better, so it's nice and straight when you pleat it together. So here's this one. Four 1/4 and 9. Now I'll finish these others off camera, and then we'll come back and decorate them together. But what you want to do is down here, this is going to be your top, of course, because this is positional paper. You're going to have this little rectangle at the bottom, glue stuck on me, and we're going to take that out. And then we're going to miter this, because this is going to be your tab that folds in. And we're going to taper this other side of the tab, and then cut up straight on your score line. And then we're going to go over to the next tab, cut up straight, Put a little angle on it. And then angle the other side. It doesn't have to be a severe angle. And then cut up straight. And I didn't go over far enough. I didn't take out my score line. Let me get rid of that. Okay, and then I want to angle this top edge. But on the opposite side, we're going to leave it straight. Let me get my piece back out here, my cover. And we can burnish these. So let's do the 1/2 inch first. And then you get the next one and line up your edges so your box is nice and straight. And we'll get this one. Now I'm making 10 of these for a subscriber that has a huge family, and she has no Halloween paper, and I have an abundance of it thanks to Tammy's generosity. This is going to make your little bag. Now you can either wrap this to the outside or the inside. I think I'm going to put it on the outside. And these we're just going to give you your little pinch marks when you bring the bag together at the top. It just helps you get a nice alignment at the top. So I do want to cut my window in here, and I'm going to do that off camera, and then I'll come back and show you. Alrighty, when I left off previously, I was getting ready to cut all these holes, and I wanted to show you before I go any farther. I took 2 dies. Oh, here it is. This smaller one here is what I used to cut the hole, and then I taped these 2 together, and I went through a lot of odds and end cardstock that I had in my stash, and I cut out contrasting colors to make a little frame to go around the edge like this, make a little border. So I did that, and I wanted to attach these little frames before I put the acetate on, so that if there's any glue seepage around the edge, it doesn't get on the Mylar. I call it Mylar, it's acetate, whatever, same thing, a clear window. So I have cut a piece for each of these, and I've applied 1/4 inch score tape to the back of it. Let's see if I can get these off. There we go. And I haven't scored each of them yet. I wanted to get my window in. And I've been yesterday, and after I finished the first segment of this tutorial, I started cutting out the windows and some embellishments to put on the front. And then I cut out some more this morning. Now this little window is 3 1/4 by 4. Oh, I left one piece on. And it's just going to fit right on the inside of the window. Just like that. Now I can score each of these. This one here, they're not scored but burnish. They're already scored. Make sure my edges stay straight. I've cut so many pieces for embellishments, I've nicked all my fingernail polish. So now I have to redo all of that, but that's okay. It all works out. So this is your little 1/2 inch flap here that is going to connect this together and make your little box. Now I'm going, like I told you before, I'm going to put these in the mail and I'm going to send them flat, but I want to go ahead and add some embellishments. And you see, I get my fingerprints on everything. I'm a messy crafter when I'm working. But if you take just a very soft cloth and just slightly dampen the cloth with a little Windex, then you can rub your fingerprints out, and I'll do that at the very end when I'm done. So I am going to take a little of the art glitter glue and add to this little tab here, this little 1/2 inch scored tab. And just bring this over and make sure it doesn't overlap, it comes close. There you go, and we'll burnish that down. Now you have the makings of your box. I should have scored this first, but I didn't. But that's okay, she'll score it when she gets them and put them together. Now, as I told you, I'm making these for one of my subscribers. And she likes to craft too, but due to a lot of health issues, she can't spend a lot of time doing that. She has a lot of respiratory issues and heart issues and things like that. And she's been so kind to watch all my videos and contact me with positive comments, and she's actually sent me things several times. So I wanted to do this for her. I just thought it was so. Okay, now where we've got this little score mark, that's where you'll pinch these together. And then I cut a little topper for each one. Oh, the purple one I have for this one. Get my fingers in there to open it. Oh, goodness sakes. There we go. And rather than use magnets on these, she said she does have some magnets, but I don't know if she has enough. And I didn't want her to have to run out to the store. So I just made a little topper, and I had a bunch of these little binder clips. So I'm going to put a binder clip on the top of each one. And that'll keep all her candy in there like that. But I'll send them flat like this, glued together of course, and with the embellishments on it. But I just wanted to show you, this is how your little candy bag is going to look when it's done. And then I've cut out fences in several different colors. Here's a blue one, which I don't want on there because it's not contrasting enough. Maybe the green one would look good on there. And then I have some witches. Oh, darn it, I meant to do something to that before I put it together. I have to go back and do it. And then I've got a witch to go in front of the fence. I have the word boo to go on each of them. Here's an orange one. I want to mix up all the colors and make them really bright. And cut out the word eek several times, E-E-K. I've cut out lots of little bats and spiders. And here's a spider. And you can put a spider in there. So I have lots of things to put on it, but what I forgot to do before I put this together, and I meant to do it before I put the window in, and I'll show you on the next one. I cut out these little ghosts. My grandson went to town yesterday, and I told him, I said, look for me while you're in town and see if you see any real cute little stickers of ghosts, because I want to put those inside my window. And he couldn't find any. So I went online and just put in my search bar ghost image, and it came up with several little different ones, and I really like this one. So I want it to be inside my window. So let me see if that's centered. That's not to the center yet. Nah. See if I can get it to scoot over a little bit. There, now that looks pretty good. So I'll have a little ghost in there, but I gotta glue him down good first. And where's my, there it is. Get this one in here. So that's what I'm going to do with all of these. And that way I can send them to her with the fence and the ghost and everything in there. And all she's got to do is glue the bottom together and fill it with candy, and she's ready to give them to her grandkids. So I will go ahead and embellish some of these, and I will come back with the final walkthrough showing you the finished items. And then if you would like to make them, just check the description box for the cut list and the scoring guide, and everything will be there for you. Alright, have a great day. Hey, I almost forgot one thing here. I said I would show you before we glue this up. Let me burnish another one here. Let's see, decide where you want your ghost. Make sure I'm in frame where y'all can see it. Scoot some of this back. Alright, this is where you're going to glue your 1/2 inch tab. And it'll be like so. And then just decide before you put the clear window in where you want your little ghost. Makes it easier this way. I forgot it the first time. Sometimes I wonder if I'd forget my own name. I forget so much stuff. Jeez. I am the original space cadet sometimes. So we're just going to put him right in here. And then once they've taken all their candy out, they'll have this little fella inside. Isn't that cute? That was kind of an afterthought I had. We'll do one more. Finish it right there. And here's your 1/2 inch tab. Okay. And one more ghost. So cute. These were so easy to cut out too. I just put them in Word and kept duplicating till I got 10 of them. Of course they were a lot bigger. I had to shrink them down. This opening is 2 by 3, so I made it just a little bit smaller than the opening. And now I can go back and put my window piece on the inside. And then I've got one put together here. And this is your little topper. And I put 3 of the little bats on there. And then here's your little bag once you stand it up. Well, let me show you. There we go. All she's got to do is square up the bottom, put some adhesive on it, and she's ready to fill it up. Add the little topper. Isn't that cute? I just love these little things. They're really fun to make because they almost take on a little personality when you see the ghost and the witch and all the little paraphernalia on there. I just thought it was really cute, but I think the kids are going to love them. And she has 33 grandkids, but only 10 of them are, well, they're grandkids and great-grandkids, but only 10 of them are young enough that they would trick-or-treat. So I offered to make her 10 boxes because I had bukus of paper and she doesn't have any. And even if she ordered it to be delivered to the house, she's unable to really devote the time to putting them all together. So I told her I would do it for her. So I'm sure they'll all love them. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. And if you decide to make one, please share photos of your finished project. I love to see what everybody else makes. It's really fun to share your designs and your end project. So be sure you go over to Country Craft Creations and check out all her new collections. They are just simply beautiful. You will fall in love with each one every time you see a new one. you think, oh, this is it, this is the best she can possibly get, and then she comes out with more, and it's just as good, if not better, every time. They're just all beautiful. So that's it for me today. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe and happy, and I'll see you back soon. My next project is going to be Christmas Dreams, and it is a beautiful new Christmas collection that Tammy has out. Another one you'll fall in love with. Alright, I'll see you back soon. Bye. Hey, stop that. Alright, I have one more quick thing for you. I told you wrong a while ago when I put my little ghost down, and I caught myself before my glue set up. So I wanted to come back real quickly and tell you guys, don't do what I did. So once you have all your burnishing done, just match up your side. Kiwi, that's enough. Settle down. I don't know what he hears, but he's tuned in on every little noise outside. So attach your, now that's if you want to put something inside the window. You don't have to. That's totally optional. I just thought it would be cute once they've taken out all the candy. They would be surprised to see something inside. So just pretend it's glued shut so that you actually have your center here. And that's where you want to put your ghost. Right there. Now don't you think that's cute when all the candy's gone? That they got a little ghost in there. Then you can go back, burnish your little ghost down. I'm keeping everything fairly flat because of it going in the mail. And here is, now we can put our window sheet down. If I don't glue myself to it, that is. It's so much easier to put this window sheet down before you glue it shut. I lifted off of one earlier and I had to slide it back in there, and oh my gosh. I got it there, but it wasn't any fun. So let me burnish this again. And before you glue this down, I would caution you, check your edges like you do when you're making an album cover. See how I've got a little overage hanging there? That's going to keep you from making a real pretty box bottom, so I'm just going to trim that off, even with the edge. I just like to go around and check each of them and make sure. And this can be angled just a little bit. It's got a little bit of a point on it, not much. I just like to angle them like we do an album cover. I think it just gives it a nicer corner. Now you can actually glue this down here like that. And it's going to lay off center when it's flat, but then when you go to fill it, it's going to be like that. So I'm going to add a little glue to this. And I actually did this one right. I'm so proud of myself. If anybody tells you they don't make mistakes, they're going to be better than me if they don't, because I do make mistakes. Actually, what I do more than anything is I get too far ahead of myself, and that's when I mess up. Or I spend too much time talking to people and not paying attention to what I'm doing. There, now that I've got this. There we go. Now we got a nice flat box ready to go in the mail after it's embellished. And this one needs a black topper. I die cut them in the folded position, and they kind of get compressed together, and you have to separate them. There's my little topper for that one. I'm just laying them aside as I go. till I'm ready to put my embellishments on. I'm going to get them all to the point of embellishing, and then I'll do that last. So there's another one. So I've got 2, 3, 4 of them together. So it won't take me long to finish. And I will come back and show you each of the finished ones before I put them all in the mail. Send them off to the little kitties. She'll have plenty of time to get them filled with candy because Halloween's still a ways. But I wanted to give her time because she doesn't get out of the house a whole lot. I just wanted to give her time to do what she needs to do. Alright, that's it for now. I will see you back with the finished project.